The compressor is the largest component in the air conditioning or refrigeration system and is often referred to as the heart of the system since it's responsible for circulating refrigerant. The compressor, which is the largest component in the air conditioning system, is often controlled by a contactor. If the system is calling for compressor operation and the compressor is not operating, the control circuit must be evaluated to determine the cause for the system malfunction. The process should begin with taking a voltage reading at the power leads that are supplying power to the condensing unit. If the voltage reading is 0 volts, the problem lies within the power distribution system. In this case, the circuit breakers or fuses that supply power to the unit should be checked. If the voltage at the condensing unit is correct, the technician should check the voltage at the load side of the compressor contactor. If the voltage at the load side of the contactor is equal to the voltage being supplied to the unit, the problem lies with the compressor or the wiring leading to it. If the proper voltage is being supplied to the compressor, the problem lies within the compressor. If there is no voltage being supplied to the compressor, the wiring between the compressor and the load side of the contactor needs to be checked. Quite often, the compressor overload may be the reason why voltage is not reaching the compressor. A line voltage reading across the overload indicates that the overload is in the open position. If, on the other hand, there's a 0 volt reading at the load side of the contactor and control circuit should be checked, because the problem most likely is not the compressor. Checking the voltage at the contactor coil will determine if the control circuit is sending voltage to the contactor. A reading of 24 volts indicates that power is being sent to the coil. At this point, the technician should check the contactor coil for continuity. A reading of infinity indicates that the coil is open and needs to be replaced. A 0 volt reading at the contactor coil indicates that no power is being supplied to the coil. If that's the case, you should take a voltage reading across the control wires supplying power to the condensing unit. A reading of 24 volts indicates the control voltage is being supplied to the condensing unit, but the power is not getting to the contactor coil. Taking voltage readings across the devices in the control circuit will indicate if they are in the open or closed position.